Picture this. You wake up on a crisp morning, step onto your back porch with a warm cup of coffee, and look out at your yard. Suddenly, you freeze. Your favorite young fruit tree looks like someone ran a cheese grater down the trunk. Over by the garden, your wooden fence post has huge rough bite marks carved straight into the timber. You ask yourself, was it a stray dog, a neighbor's pet, bad weather, or maybe just tree disease? Most homeowners think property damage comes from simple rot or harsh winter winds, but the truth is much stranger. While you are fast asleep, secret suburban wildlife is pulling off hidden midnight heists right in your yard. As cities expand into natural habitats, wild animals are turning our backyards into their personal buffets and construction sites. In this video, we are giving you the exact answer promised in our title: the 7 secret animals destroying your trees and fences, and how to identify the marks before it's too late. We analyzed real forestry reports, arborist field studies, and wildlife research to bring you these facts. Today, we are ranking these saboteurs sequentially, building up from tiny hidden drillers to the most shocking, salt-addicted structural destroyer of all. The perfect hole maker, the 45-degree shearer, the snow-covered phantom, the antler shredder, the timber chopper, the liquid gold driller, the salt-addicted saboteur. Make sure to stick around until the very end of the video. I'm going to reveal a $5 bonus trick recommended by extension experts that puts an instant physical shield around your trees.
Let's start our investigation small. You are sitting on your deck and hear a soft buzzing sound. You look down at your unpainted wooden fence rail and you see something bizarre. A hole so round it looks like someone used a high-speed power drill. Meet saboteur number 1, the carpenter bee. Unlike termites, carpenter bees don't eat wood for food. Instead, females chew into soft, weathered timber like pine, cedar, or redwood to carve out nursery tunnels for their eggs. The entrance hole is always a precise ½ inch wide. Inside, the tunnel goes in 1 inch and then turns at a sharp 90-degree angle to follow the grain. The bee itself isn't even the worst part. Woodpeckers can hear carpenter bee larvae crawling inside the wood. To get a quick snack, a woodpecker will smash open long, jagged trenches down your fence post to reach the tunnel, turning a single ½ inch hole into massive structural damage.
Moving up our list, let's look near the ground at your garden beds and young saplings. If you notice low branches severed cleanly at a sharp 45-degree angle, you are looking at saboteur number 2, cottontail rabbits. Because rabbits have sharp upper and lower incisors, their feeding marks don't look chewed. They look like someone walked through your garden with a sharp pair of pruning shears. During winter, rabbits also strip smooth bark near the bottom of trees up to 20 inches off the ground. So if your bushes look like they were trimmed by a tiny, diagonal-obsessed ninja, don't blame the landscaper. It's Mr. Fluffy looking for a winter meal.
Now, things get much more sinister. All winter long, your young trees look completely fine, but when the spring snowpack finally melts, you discover a nightmare. The bark around the bottom 2 inches of your trunk is totally gone. A few weeks later, the tree wilts and dies. Who pulled off this invisible crime? Saboteur number 3, the vole. Voles are small rodents that exploit a hidden winter world called the subnivean zone, the tiny open space between frozen ground and the bottom of the snowpack. While you stay warm indoors, voles build hidden snow tunnels, travel across your lawn, and chew on tree bark completely undetected all winter. Look closely at the exposed wood. Voles leave tiny, fine, parallel tooth marks that are only 1 to 2 millimeters wide. By eating the living inner bark in a full circle, a process called girdling, they cut off food transport to the roots, starving the tree from the bottom up.
If you love solving these hidden outdoor mysteries and want to protect your yard from sneaky wildlife, smash that subscribe button right now. By joining our community, you'll never have to guess what's happening in your yard again.
Now let's bring out the heavy chewers. Saboteur number 4 is the deer. Deer cause damage in 2 distinct ways. When deer eat twigs, they leave rough, torn, ragged ends. Why? Because deer have no top front teeth. They have to pinch the twig against a hard pad in their mouth and yank upward. Also, in late summer and autumn, male bugs rub their antlers against young trees to remove antler velvet and mark territory, leaving long vertical ribbons of shredded bark 2 to 6 feet high. Saboteur number 5 is the beaver. If your property borders a pond or stream, beavers can fell a small tree overnight. They leave behind a stump shaped like a sharp, conical pencil tip, surrounded by large wood chips. Thinking about wrapping your trees in cheap chicken wire to stop a beaver? Think again. Professional arborists joke that light chicken wire acts like dental floss for a beaver. They will bite right through it or shred it to pieces.
Our next saboteur builds a complete mini ecosystem right on your tree trunk. Saboteur number 6, the yellow-bellied sapsucker. Sapsucker damage is impossible to mistake. They drill organized geometric grids of small, neat holes in horizontal lines or vertical box shapes across smooth tree bark. Unlike other woodpeckers searching for bugs, sapsuckers deliberately make the tree bleed sweet, nutrient-rich sap. A scientific study using camera traps and environmental DNA, eDNA, proved that sapsuckers are double keystone species. Their sap wells act like a neighborhood juice bar. Researchers detected over 30 secondary animals visiting sapsucker wells for energy, including hummingbirds, bats, squirrels, and bees.
Have you ever spotted these perfect drill grids or caught hummingbirds visiting a tree trunk in your yard? Drop a comment below and share this video with a friend who loves gardening or birdwatching. It helps more homeowners understand how connected nature really is.
Finally, we reach our climax, the most destructive and surprising backyard saboteur of all. Saboteur number 7, the North American porcupine. Why would a porcupine walk past healthy green bushes to chew up your wooden boundary fence, outdoor furniture, plywood shed, or wooden tool handles? It comes down to a powerful biological craving: sodium. A porcupine's natural diet of leaves and bark contains almost no salt. To get the sodium they desperately need, porcupines seek out human structures. They are drawn to the preservative salts in pressure-treated fence posts, synthetic glues in plywood, and salt left behind by human sweat on wooden tool handles. Porcupines use broad, chisel-like incisors to carve wide, rough gouges into wood and bark. On trees, they feed high up in the upper canopy limbs. On fencing, they gnaw low to mid-heights, returning night after night until entire fence rails are eaten away. Look on the ground for scattered quills and oblong, sawdust-filled scat pellets.
Now, as promised at the start of the video, here is your $5 bonus defense tip to protect your yard. If you want to stop ground chewers like voles, rabbits, and beavers from killing your young trees, skip the expensive chemical sprays. Go to your local hardware store and buy a roll of 1/4-inch galvanized metal hardware cloth. Wrap a wire cylinder around the trunk at least 20 inches high, and make sure to bury the bottom 6 inches below the soil. This creates a physical shield that diggers can't cross and toothers can't bite through.
Now that you know who is chewing your trees and fences, what about those mysterious tunnels and dirt mounds destroying your lawn? Click the video on your screen right now. Mole, gopher, or vole. Here's how to tell who actually dug up your yard to solve your next lawn mystery. Until next time, keep looking closer, because the greatest mysteries are often hiding in the places we walk past every day.